We're back. We're back. We're back
back.
on the porch, and the kids don't know what's coming because we're not going to be doing the story. We're going to show you a bit of a story. Today's story is the story of 1, Jesus feeding a bunch of people. 2, Jesus walking on water. 3, in one of those stories, there's some children that do some cool things. So, I'll tell the story, okay? Here's how it goes. As we know, J-Man's been walking around and people keep, what? What happens every time he goes somewhere? People keep coming. People keep showing up. They keep wanting a slice of that cool preacher, cool magic stuff that Jesus does. So, one time there's a whole giant crowd of people, right? And it's Passover time. So people are supposed to be ready to have like a meal. But they can't like make a meal because it's like a time of rest. So they're supposed to have the food ready. And they're all piling around Jesus. And all of his disciples are looking at all these people and they're like, Bud, it's getting to food time. What's the plan? And Jesus goes, well, what do you got? And they go, well, like not enough to feed thousands of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if all of a sudden it was dinner time, you're like, I don't know, tell them to go get something, right? What would you do? You'd go to like, where would you go to get food?
A farmer or a market?
Yeah, you'd go to Kroger or something. You go to the grocery store. But they're all out there in the wilderness following Jesus around, and everyone's hungry. And Jesus goes, okay, so what are we going to do? And they go, I don't really have a plan, bud. We don't have enough money to pay for that kind of thing. And he goes, you know what? Let's just see what we have. What do we have? And guess what they had?
What?
There was a kid there who had a few loaves, 5 loaves or so, and 2 fishes. Oh, is there a fly on you? It's just a fly, bud. It's not going to hurt you.
Okay.
That's all right. Anyways, there's a little fella here with few loaves and 2 fishes, and he goes, well, we got this. And the kid's like, you can have this. That was generous of him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the disciples like, but that ain't going to go anywhere. And Jesus goes, let's just try it. Why don't we just try with what this kid's little packed lunch will do? And what happens is they pass the food around, and guess what happens?
There's enough for everybody.
There's enough for everybody. Huh. Ha! Isn't that weird?
Mm-hmm.
It's strange. Just with what the little kid had, they were able to feed all those people. So after that, everyone's amazed, and Jesus goes and they're about to go get on the boat.
Jesus multiply or something?
That's what they say. That's the miracle, right? Is the multiplication of the fish and the loaves. Because at the end, when they picked up, they said, hey, let's gather the leftovers. Do you think there'd be leftovers?
Yeah.
If there was only 5 loaves and a few fishes.
No.
No. But when they gathered the leftovers, guess what? It filled up 12 baskets. Right? Isn't that incredible? All because this kid offered this, and when Jesus says, what do you want to do? They said, this is what we got. They just gave what they had. They gave what they had, and it was enough because Jesus made it enough, which is awesome. Then Jesus walks on water during a storm. It's incredible. But I want to focus on that because a cool thing can happen when we offer what we have. So, the other day, Mia, you're one of the tweens, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to show you a video now of what happens when we offer what we have to our neighbors. In the case of our tweens, do you have a lot of money? Do you have a lot of money? Not really, right? Because you're a kid, right? Do you know how to do you know how to do a lot of cool things? You know a few things, but I mean, like, could you build someone a house? No. So you can't help that way. But one of the ways that you can help is you can be with people. So we have a video of how our tweens went to St. Mark's at Graceworks to visit with some folks and give what they had, which is their time, their attention. You guys got to play some games. You guys got to chat with them. And we got a special little thing here. We got to share what we had, which is ourselves, our time. And what they got in return was the tweens got to get a lot of wisdom from these residents at St. Mark's. So I hope you'll enjoy the video.
When I went to school, I had to take the city bus, and it took me over an hour to get to school or from school, and I had to transfer twice to get there. They didn't have school buses for us, you know. There were only 3 girls in my class. There was only, there was 3 girls and 5 boys, so there were 8 of us altogether. And I remember my girlfriend and I drew our own paper dolls, and we'd draw clothes for them, and we'd make up stories about them. We had a lot of fun with that. And school was like, the teacher would teach our grade, and then he would move on to the next grade, and then the next grade, and we weren't supposed to talk, you know, to interrupt. And that was very difficult for me because I'm a chatterbox. Is there a best part? It's not easy. But it's like anywhere you are in life. It's what the Lord gives you and how you handle it when He gives it to you.
Being an adult, of course, is different, and as you get older, you meet a lot of physical challenges that you didn't have when you were younger. But there's grace to get through all of that, and I have really enjoyed making new friends, meeting new acquaintances, and being here at St. Mark's because there's so many nice people here.
And interesting stories about what they've done in their life.
I never married. I don't have any children, but I have lots of children in the Lord. I worked for 27 years as a missionary teacher in the Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands. Those years teaching those young people, working with those young people, especially in my 40s, were just special for me. I went to church from the time I was a baby. I was baptized in the Lutheran church as a baby and went to church all of that time. I loved being in the services. My father was a person who we were the first ones there and the last ones to leave. And especially when I went to church here in Loveland when we moved back from the West where we had lived. I was just 7 and 8, and being with family, there was a lot of family in the church, and it was special.
I think mainly my advice would be trust the Lord. Because in my lifetime, I had a while where I didn't. I was away from the church and away from everything, and I had a lot of hard times in life. But I have found out since I put my trust in the Lord that whenever I have a problem, He takes care of it for me. You know, He really is good to me.
And He'll lead your life. He'll guide you. If you pray to Him and ask Him, He'll guide your life and help you to know what to do. And it's a real privilege to serve the Lord and to live for Him.
Definitely.
Very cool. Do you guys have any questions for our 3 interviewers?
Well, let's see. I assume you all go to church, right?
Yes.
Good.
Do you girls like school?
Yes.
Yes. Study hard and do your best. You'll never be sorry.
Because you're doing it for you. You're not doing it for anybody else.
Excellent.
Thank you.
You're sure welcome.
Thank you.
Isn't that neat? Did you appreciate what you learned from them?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty cool, right? A lot of great wisdom from folks who are older than you. That's important. That's something I bet you're very grateful for.
Mm-hmm.
Those relationships are important. And relationships really require just our time and our presence and our being there and saying, hey, We care about you and want to spend time with you, playing games, singing songs, eating together, which is what we got to do when we got these residents to sit down and have a chat with you guys. So yeah, thanks for watching. This week, what do you have that you can offer somebody? It doesn't need to be something like tangible, like money or something like that, and it may be. Or it doesn't have to be like you have to build them something or solve some problem, but what of your time and space and energy can you offer to somebody? Because when we offer what we have, Jesus has a way of multiplying it. When we offer what we have to bless our neighbors, Jesus has a way of multiplying it. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. See you next time. Bye. Go team.
Good team.